What's up? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today's the return of Void Stranger, and we're going to be listening to Voided from the channel Intangible Tangents, and then Void the Sky from the composer's channel Ebrosji. Requested by K Bedlam and Zephyrin. Thank you so much. Warning: this has spoilers in it. I'm pretty much not going to play this. So I don't mind. It's the first time I ever get to really fully see this game in action, so I took the chance. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I know. I don't know if these two songs are related to each other. I'm assuming so. But yeah, so this is the Voided full area plus song. So spoiler warning, final time. Voided. Apparently this has to do with one of the endings. That's all I do know, actually. Okay, Void Stranger, Voided. Every time I think of this game, I think of like zippers. A lot of buzzing and... Oh, am I supposed to pay attention to the story? Because... Oh, with the sound effects? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna let it slide for now, but... I guess I can try to get a full experience.
There's a safety locker inside of me, out of your reach, and I hold the key. It's sealed with layers.
The idea of a song sounding like this in a game that looks like this is so bizarre.
What's within, I refuse to see.
Whoa.
I hold on, I hold on, I hold on.
First time hearing vocals in this game.
That's the only thing, the one thing that I can control. My grievance is mine, my sadness is mine.
Oh, transition back into the song. This is an artistic video. This is such a trip, dude. I can't explain what I'm feeling, but it feels like my youth and my adulthood at once. It's tripping me out. It's like a unique feeling in my brain I've never had before.
Toss the key of peace behind. In this state of oblivion, silence goes on. My bearing stays firm, my wall stays strong. I hold on, I hold on, I hold on. 'Cause that's the
footage like, I don't know, splice is the right word, but like, is this all happening in real time, or is this just like different scenes and put together? Because it's like super hard to follow. I don't know what I'm looking at or supposed to be. Like, we're falling a lot, which I'm guessing is the void part. It's like a Mega Man scream. To me, it feels more like, oh, the song is matching the visuals now. Dun, dun. Is this like a fan-made music video type of thing? That's my guess. Flashing lights. I can't really do flashing lights anymore. I gotta think about this for a second. That totally caught me off guard. First of all, it's extremely rare to have footage on the channel, let alone sound effects. Like, that's, I can count on one hand, I think, how many times I've heard in-game sound effects with a reaction video. I think maybe even less than 2 or 3. I can't think of many or any real examples, but it's super rare. But then obviously it transitioned into the whole song by itself, so they removed the sounds. It's a really well done video, by the way. I don't know if I said it. It's Intangible Tangents, only a couple, less than 200 subscribers. I think that deserves some praise. That was great. This is weird. And what I mean by that is, up until this point, I've heard about, let's ballpark, 6 Void Stranger songs in total. We still have another one, by the way. Let's just say 6. And I've always had just all black logo with Void Stranger title. I think at one point I saw like a screenshot or something, but clearly they made the game look older and sound older. That's why I said it sounded kind of like buzzy and stuff. I was kind of worried it would continue to have sound effects because as cool as these games are, the sound effects are very, like, you know, lots of treble in them, a lot of noises that are kind of ear-piercing. They don't mind while you're playing, but like on the outside it's a little disorienting. But the vocals came in, and all of a sudden the whole song transformed into, well, a ballad. But my eyes and my ears were not in this harmonious state. It was very clashing to me. These are not bad, by the way. I'm getting somewhere with this. It's hard to explain what just happened in my head. It's some weird phenomenon, but basically I'm seeing the footage, right? Like if I were to watch it completely muted, just like anyone else probably on planet Earth, you're probably thinking like doo-doo, 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 whatever, you know? And then like you close your eyes, reset your brain. All right, now let me just hear the song by itself without any visuals. And those two just don't match. So seeing what I was seeing and hearing what I was hearing, my brain was going through it. And it felt kind of surreal because I'm living in the now, which is adulthood. But I can see myself holding like my Game Boy Color as a kid, because this is very reminiscent of Pokemon Yellow, right? So it was a real trip mentally. Um, Admittedly, I wasn't really looking at the lyrics. I usually don't when they're on screen because 9.8 times out of 10 lyrics are 100% context, and you should know what they're talking about. But since I don't, the effect is totally lost on me. I found, I'm not going to get that emotional impact that the words are saying, but I can hear the vocalist doing very good things, and it sounds beautiful and completely unexpected in a game like this, where there's been nothing but like buzzy instrumentals. On top of that, the main thing I was thinking the whole time was I kind of got, I don't know if sad is the right word, but let's just say emotional. It made me think, hearing songs like this in a game like this, it kind of makes you think in a separate reality, a different world, if these games from this era that actually look like this, let's say late 80s, mid 90s, and a little blog, no, let's say to the 2000s. Let's say they didn't have the limitations of music. Who knows where it could have gone? Maybe, I don't know, and they made me emotional because like maybe developers had stuff like this in mind. Maybe a cool ballad. Why does it only have to be the console stuff? But it had to be resorted to limitations. I always think about stuff like that, like these kind of like serendipitous things that what we know as 8-bit and 16-bit music and limited stuff. But who knows what they really envisioned in, like, is the final product that we got in our ears what was actually drafted up in their head? It's hard to know. It's hard to think about that kind of stuff because as humans, we think about like what's available to us now. So maybe not, maybe back then, in whatever era they were making their games, they probably did envision just hearing like the beeps and stuff because that's just there was no way that they were gonna. I don't know. This song is crazy good though. Crazy good. This is what I'm used to. This feels like home now. That's crazy. If that actually plays just like that, whether not like exact scenes, but just the fact that music like that can play during a gameplay like that is so trippy to me, and unlike anything else I've seen or heard. So together, that is such a strange combination. I'm trying to think of an example of like what else could be like that. I don't know. I'm like looking at my, and I'm talking beyond like pineapple pizza. I'm talking like, I don't know, dude. What can you compare? I don't even know. I have no idea, but this is Void the Sky. No footage from Voice Changer. The soundtrack is wild. Even this sounds different than what I'm used to in Voice Changer. Oh my gosh, dude. I feel like that's the main thing of this game, the little bubblish, arpeggiated notes. Yeah. 80s power ballad. Wow, these are both so good. These are the best two for me. Easy. Is that a bell? Oh my gosh. As a huge fan of vocal synths. This is some musical genius going on here, man. This is crazy. Piano, guitar, vocal synth. Some stuff sounds like real instruments, some stuff doesn't. This is wild. They really use the word void a lot. Song titles, it's everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. I think I heard something. All right, it earned its stripes. This is crazy. We got the double kick jump too. This is one of those like trust the process. This idea of a soundtrack must have sounded so insane on paper. Oh man, the gallops. I think this right here is the vocal melody. Last song. It's kind of hard to tell because this is way faster. How many endings are in this game? Grace on the piano. Old. There is a bell there. Oh my gosh, dude. Octave up. Oh, is it gonna fade out with this? I love me a long outro. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. It's gonna go up. No. Wow. What a pair of songs. I think this... Actually, you know what? I've been mostly getting these requests from mostly one person, but it feels like they were meticulous with their planning of order I listened to. Because I was about to say, you know, perhaps this would have been a good one to start with. But then, now that I think about that, and I mean this in a respectful way, everything else would have like paled in comparison. And those other songs are really, really good. You know, up until now, Void Stranger was, you know, just it didn't like super impress me, but it definitely didn't fall. There was nothing wrong with it. It definitely stood out. But like, it was at I don't know, it was like a 7 for me, which is still pretty damn high. You know, 1 out of 10, that kind of thing. But like, just this video alone, like easily like bumped it up to like 8.5 or something. It's a significantly really good, strong soundtrack. Potential to... This is the kind of stuff that sticks with people for years and years and decades. You know, I just heard Diablo right before this, so it's like, okay, maybe we're going to be talking about Void Stranger soundtrack in 20, 30 years because that's when it'll start to be maybe not popular, but you know what I mean? Like maybe There's just so many. There's just so much stuff right now. There's so many games. There's so many soundtracks. The big feeling I get from this one, I get a very specific feeling, and it's not the musical comparison. There's a game called My Friend Pedro, which has nothing to do with this. I played it recently. It's like 10 hours. You shoot stuff, and you have a friend that's a banana who's kind of crazy. Anyways, as I was playing it, I was hearing this like really good soundtrack, and it just by a couple of hours, I was like, damn, this is a really good soundtrack. Like, this kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that. I have a feeling, and I could be wrong, maybe some people out there, but I have a feeling this is one of those games that maybe you just pick up somewhere just because of how it looks. You know, you're just like, oh, that looks like a retro game. I'll play it. And then after a little while, you're like, whoa, dude, what am I listening to? And at that point, it becomes kind of like a smash hit to you. Everyone I've heard talk about Void Stranger is like, they swear by it. It's like a really cool game that not a lot of people know about. And they're gatekeeping it. But you know what I want to see? Even though these are made for modern speakers, I want to see a demake. And by demake, take the exact visual style, put it onto like an old Game Boy. But also, I want to hear what the soundtrack would sound like demade. Even though it's meant to sound modern. Because it would work. And it would work probably way too well. I don't know. That was just really good. That's a very unique song. I haven't heard... The first song, I haven't heard anything like that. I don't think ever. So that's unique. This one, I haven't really heard anything like this. This was hopeful. It was brutal. You know, there was like some metal stuff in there. It was very melodic. And I'm pretty sure I heard a motif with her voice. The main melody part, the vocal synth. It's hard to tell though because the songs are still new to me. And the first one, it was much slower. But I think I heard that. Those are both fantastic. I think I still have more Void Stranger requests. I'm not entirely sure, but damn, dude. That's impressive. I'll just leave it at that. That's impressive. Let me know what's going on here. This had a very different feel from the rest of the soundtrack, by the way. Not a lot of stuff that sounded this kind of epic and power ballady. So let me know what's going on. Anyways, whew. That is Voided and Void the Sky. Whew. Thank you to Cabe and Zephyr. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks you for watching. My name is Jesse in the Auditorium. Take it easy.